Welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. Today is day 7 of the new account experiment, what you should be doing whenever you are starting out. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to be able, I got to level 49, I'm not going to be able to get to like level 65 or other things that will allow us to really show some of the other modes. So I'm just going to talk about those after I have finished gathering everything. As I have talked about, I should be able to get Celeste today, which I just did. That's going to be exciting because now I can add her to my collection. Looks like I can get Astrid and Lucas too for free. Okay, very nice. We'll just go ahead and grab all of this stuff too. But the big thing is I just got Celeste. And Celeste is absolutely a hero that I would want to level up. So I'm going to be adding her to my team. Let's go ahead and move her to level 49. Great. And we're going to be spending some gold in order to get some of her abilities up and upgrading her. If you do have the ability to get Celeste early, I would absolutely recommend it. She is a fantastic hero. She is a great damage dealer, and she can heal. And you can really choose which one you want to do, which is why she's so good. There we go. We can keep on creating here. And let's go ahead and grab a few of these. Now, the nice thing, I'm not going to be going through the tower today, even though it would be a lot easier with Celeste being able to heal. But I'm not going to be doing that, mostly because you've seen how to do the tower by now, so that's not something that you really need to keep on seeing. Just make sure you're getting the stuff done. That's the most important part. There we go. We'll keep on doing this. We should be having a new mode open. Speaking of, we're at level 50. So let's go ahead and check that out. We'll equip that. Boom. We'll come back to this in just a sec. So we just had a new mode open. This is the Grand Arena mode. Now, Grand Arena is very similar to Arena, except instead of one team that you're creating defenses for and setting up and trying to attack, you have 3 different teams. So if I was creating teams right now, it would be something like I'd have one good team, one medium team, and just one team that I just know is not going to be very good. So like, let's say it's something like this. You set it up and save, and now those are your defense teams, and you can go battle right here other people's teams as well. Now you can see I'm pretty weak here, so I wouldn't be able to beat any of those. But that is a new mode. You will get stronger through here eventually. I do want to point out, do not make the mistake of just trying to build up 3 teams. Only go for one. Only go for one and use that as your main team. That is going to be very important. Otherwise, you're going to just lose out on resources, and your team is not going to be as strong as it possibly could be. So please, please, please just focus on the main team. All right, let's go ahead, just start a few missions here. We're going to go to the merchant, as we should every single day. See if there's anything good to buy. As always, I'm going to be buying Orion stones, because those are very valuable. Minotaur's head is a good buy right here. Okay, not going to be doing that. And let's go back and let's start leveling up Celeste a little bit more. Let's see if we can get her to purple. There we go. Some more of these. Luckily, I have plenty of energy, thanks to moving up levels and other stuff. All right, here we go. 5 of these. I really should just try to get like 10 of everything, so I don't have to keep on going back. But if you want to just try to get the minimum, that's absolutely okay too. It takes a long time, especially if you don't have raid. It takes a very long time. Oh, we're very close there. That one we can do still. There we go. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and spend some points here, so I can just level this up as well. Great. So her ability right here, Celeste's, is it allows her to switch from light and dark form. You can basically choose: do you want her to heal or do you want her to attack? And so that's why it's just so good. All right, looks like we got some hero promote rewards here. Some more stuff here. Nice, nice. Okay, let's go back to her. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one. Luckily, we also have a Demon Doll event going on. Demon Dolls, especially for new players, are great. You get 1 Demon Doll for every 35 energy you spend, and it is pretty essential to keep on moving forward. It gives you good amount of gold. It gives you a good amount of soul stones for some pretty solid heroes. Yeah, so absolutely something that if you have the chance, especially as a new player, try to get as many of these Demon Dolls as you can. I'll go ahead and show you an example of what they look like as soon as I've finished spending all my energy. Just to give you an idea, it is these things right here. Okay, boom, boom. We can get a Prospero's helmet. Looks like we need another one of these things. Let's just create a few more, just in case. I know we're going to need them. There we go. And this. And then I think Celeste, at least for the items, should be up to what she can do. So the nice thing, whenever you're starting out, it's not that hard to level up other heroes once you actually get them, right? So like you can see here, I've gotten her items already pretty much all the way up that I can until she goes a few more levels. We can go ahead and make our entire team 50. There we go. Great. Now let's take a look at some Demon Dolls. So I have 16 right here. We'll go ahead and use them. 50,000, some more Celeste Soul Stones. That's nice. It also gives you Demon Dolls back, and then these chests of Markman Titans are actually really big as a new player. It's absolutely essential. Yep. So honestly, not that great of stuff, but let's go ahead and keep on opening all the rest of these too. See how much gold we can get. That's going to be one of the biggest things here. We're at 1.4 million. There we go. Another 300,000. That's great. Another 200,000. Another 300,000. These are going really well. These Ancient Titan artifact chests are going to help me later on. I'll actually get into that in just a second. But I can't use them yet. I cannot use them yet. I think I have to be level 60 to get into the mode that will allow me to use them to upgrade my Titans. Yeah, this is exactly how you want it to work, where it just keeps on giving you resources and it is not going away. A lot of these chests have like 35% to open other chests, which is just super nice. We'll go ahead and get those Nova Stones. Let's use these hero upgrade. Bottled energy. Okay. Some elemental. No, that's good. Elemental tournament certificates, 10 of those. This will allow me to get Nebula Soul Stones. That's very nice. All right. Go ahead and do that. Level 51. Cool. What we're going to do, actually, is we're going to go ahead and, now that we have a little bit more gold, let's buy some more of this. There we go. I just want to make sure that Celeste is as powerful as she can be. There we go. There we go. And all right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Celeste has now become not quite my strongest hero, but she's definitely up there. That's the nice thing about this, is that you can upgrade quick. There we go. Just to get that daily task. Make sure we finish all of those too. Make sure we get our Outland chests. And let's go ahead and talk about the new modes. So, there's going to be 2 other modes that I'm not going to be able to show you. That's going to be the Valley of the Elements. This is going to let you use some spheres to get additional Titan artifacts. It will let you open up Titan artifacts and potentially even get a totem. And what totems do is basically it increases the power of a specific Titan team as long as you have 3 Titans of that specific ability. So for example, if I got a water totem, I would need 3 water Titans to fight, and if they did, that totem would show up and have special abilities. And for water, it's healing, fire is damage, earth is protecting. Then there's also light and dark. That's a little bit more advanced later on. It will also open up another mode where you can fight other people's Titans on a daily basis and try to get additional artifact coins to buy stuff for artifacts. But lastly, you can see here, there's going to be a merchant right here where you can buy the Nebula Soulstones, Sebastian Soulstones. So it's going to be really big early on to get to that as soon as possible. The other mode I want to talk about is Asgard. So Asgard is, I think, the final mode in the game that is unlocked. You can only, again, get this if you are in a guild, but it will allow you to start to do the, I'm sure you've heard me say Osh or Maestro fights. Those are the kind of the big bosses that your guild fights on a week-to-week basis. Getting into this mode will allow you to start fighting them, as well as getting ascension materials to keep on upgrading your heroes. If we go to a hero, there's different ways to upgrade them. Skins, items, glyphs, gift of the elements, artifacts, and soon there is going to be an ascension right here. That's going to be the final way that you're going to be able to upgrade heroes. So then you would be able to start to utilize all that stuff to keep on moving your heroes up and getting them stronger. So those are the additional game modes that are going to be coming into play that would help you get a little bit stronger there. The other things I want to point out is I really is essential, especially as a new player, to just try to finish your daily tasks. Like, it's so big if you can just get those done. So let's go ahead and do like one of these daily tasks, like right here. Let's upgrade. I think we're just been upgrading Nebula. Let's just go ahead, keep on upgrading Nebula. That's 1200. Great. Let's go here. Do 11 more hundred. Boom. Boom. And now I want to try to get to 1750 guild activity. I want to make sure that I'm opening chests, starting an adventure, using the pet summoning one time. That one actually can be skipped. You don't need to do this on a daily basis yet. You want to hold your pet summoning eggs, so hold on that one. But you should be upgrading any skin one time. You should be beginning 4 expeditions. You should be leveling up the elements one time. Trying to get 150 Titanite. You want to do that. That's within the dungeon. Open chest in the tower. Yep. Perform 1 summon in the Soul Atrium. I'm actually against this and using the Emerald Exchange one time. I usually don't do those in my main account. I don't think those are very worth it. Because these can help you get additional resources later. And this just requires emeralds, which I don't like to spend. And then fighting these, you should absolutely do these on a daily basis as well. So, like, let's take, for example, let's go ahead and do some heroic missions. We can just do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and 3 Astaroth Soulstones. Nice. Then we can level up Gift of the Elements. We'll just say Celeste, since we're just using an example. Upgrade any hero one time, hero skin one time. We'll make that. And then you get these resources, right? It's just free resources that the game is handing you every single day. So take advantage. Take advantage of these. They're going to be very worth it. We'll go ahead and start a pet adventure. There we go. Let's change that out for Celeste. And we're going to actually change our pet to Axel too. This should be relatively easy. We can just skip, earn that victory. There are a few modes you can't skip. In the dungeon, you can't skip battles. In campaigns, if it's a new mission or even an old mission, you can't skip the battle, unfortunately, either. You have to go all the way through. But at least this one is nice enough that I can skip these battles. Boom, boom. You don't want to attack anything in these adventures. If you see like these towers that are charging up something and pointing at something, don't attack that thing until the towers are taken out. That's what I'm doing right here. All right, take out one, and we'll go ahead, go here, and attack this final one. And then that will be my adventure. And I'll wait for someone else to come around and go kill the boss. I'm sure someone else can handle it. There we go. We can open one of these chests, but that gets me a start in an adventure. Great. Waiting on that. Fighting any times in the arena. I can go ahead and do a arena fight. I'm going to lose this one, but that's okay. There we go. Okay. Make sure you're also trying to get as many guild quests done as possible. It will give you extra energy so that you can start to do other stuff within the game. And other rewards that are just very nice. So really the whole goal of this game every day. Make sure you're playing every day. That's key number 1. Key number 2, do all the daily quests that you possibly can. Make sure you're doing the tower. Make sure you're getting all the free resources from Outland Soul Atrium Airship on a daily basis. Make sure you're fighting in Arena and Grand Arena. Waiting on a lot of resources until different events happen. Making sure you're doing an adventure each day. Make sure that you're doing a dungeon each day. If you have Guild War fights, you can do those. And then make sure that you're doing these other 2 modes that I talked about that we haven't quite gotten to over here each day as well. Now, that can sound overwhelming, and it's like, wow, that's a lot. If you do have raids, like for me, I've been playing 2.5 years, a little bit more than 2.5 years. It really only takes me probably 20 minutes to finish most of this stuff, right? It does not take that long. Tower becomes autocomplete once you hit max level and finish it once. So right now, Tower is going to take a little bit of time for you. That does go away later, so just keep on grinding there. Dungeon takes a little bit of time as well, but just keep on grinding there. The other modes shouldn't take as long unless you don't have raid, in which case, yeah, it will take a little bit to keep on fighting here. But just feel free to click it, click on auto, and then go look at something else while that battle's going if you're deciding to be a completely free-to-play player. So that's going to be it. We have a final team right now: Polaris, Arachne, Nebula, Celeste, Orion. Very mage heavy, but we have some very good heroes in here. I'm very happy I got Nebula. Celeste just happened to be the hero of the month, which is nice. Polaris came along in our Soul Atrium. Arachne is a day 1. Everyone can get a lot of her soul stones. And Orion you can get from the tower shop right here, and is a very good hero as well. So this is where we're going to end it. Thanks everyone for watching. If you do have questions, put them in the comments at any time. I am sure I will respond if you do have specific questions about team compositions, different modes, anything that you don't understand. But thanks so much for going through this 7 days with me, and we'll talk again soon.